Ability Center's Leg Day.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. Welcome to Leg Day. Joining me today in seated position is Sydney. We're gonna get you rocking and strengthening your legs. So we're gonna do quads, hamstrings, we do a little bit of your bums, your glutes. We got it all ready for you. So join us however you want to, whether that's standing position or seated, or you can alternate between the both of them, whatever works for you today. Couple of items before we get started. If you're gonna use weights, we're gonna go a little bit heavier on this one. So I got my 12s and 10s here. Sydney's got her 10s and her 8s, but you choose what works best for your body. We're just here guiding you through it. If maybe you wanna do no weights, that's an option as well. All right, Sydney, you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
I'm ready for this one. Leg day is kind of my favorite, but kind of not. It's good, right? Because it's like strengthened, you're like, I feel great, but then you're like, my legs are sore. But we've got this, we're all in this together. I believe in you. Sydney definitely believes in you. So let's get started with our warm up, whether that's standing or seated. Feet are hip width apart, up nice and tall, alternating hip openers. So knee up towards your chest, round out to the side and bring it back into the center, alternating sides. So you choose how high the hip comes up and the knee and round. Trying to keep from hips up to our head. Whoa, almost went backwards on that one. Still, we don't want to be twisting with our torso. Same goes for your seated. Lift your knee up, round and down center. Nice. On this one, don't forget to lift your toes up as well. So we don't want them pointing to the floor. Nice. Let's do one more on each side. Beautiful. All right, leg swing. So we're gonna alternate sides, swing our leg forward, back, and center, switch. In that seated position, you can extend your legs forward if you want to. You can have one forward, lift up, lower, and then you're gonna go to the other side. And in that standing, make sure you go forward, back, center, switch. Nice. You can go back and forward, and then center, up to you. Try to keep that leg straight. Again, lift your toes up. We don't want them dragging on the floor, whether that's seated or standing. Up nice and tall, warm those hips up. Get them ready for leg day. Nice work. Making sure we're breathing. Nice. Let's do one more on each side. Okay, last one. Beautiful. All right, knee tucks are our next one. So for knee tucks, you can either grab behind your knees or in front, tucking your knee up towards your chest and then switch sides. So Sydney's following right along with her seated, grabbing from underneath her knee, or she can also grab in front. I feel more comfortable under my knee. Do you feel comfortable under your knee? Yeah, whatever works for you. Good. Alternating sides, and again on this one, toes up. We don't want them pointing down to the floor. Breathing. Let's do one more on each side. Beautiful. All right, feet are gonna go a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes pointing forward. We're gonna reach up to the ceiling and then reach down to our toes. In your standing position, you're gonna bend your knees into kind of a squat. In your seated position, you can come up and lift each leg up to a high knee as standing stands up. Good. Reach up, down to your toes, either squatting or sitting up and having that high knee position on each side. Good. And repeating. You choose how deep you go, how high you reach your hands up. Again, we're just here guiding you through. Nice work. All right, let's do one more. Up and down. Squat or knee lift. And roll all the way back up. All right, perfect. On our next one. So we're gonna go into side lunges. In that standing position, your legs can go nice and wide. In your seated position, you can either start with your legs wide or your feet can come together. You're gonna alternate stepping out to the side, opening those hips. Good. And if you want to, you can do a toe tap or you can do full foot on the floor. In that standing position, you're bending one side, straightening the other, pushing your bum back, and then alternating sides here. A little bit of a hinge forward in those hips to get your bum back. You can place your hands in your hips if you want to. Nice. Taking your time. Good. And breathing. Let's do one more on each side. Nice work. All right, let's bring those feet in. We're gonna be lifting our heels off of the floor and releasing. Up nice and tall, warming up the calves. Lift and lift. Oh, my body's so ready for this workout. Like ready to rock and roll on this. Yeah, let's do this. All right, let's do a couple more here. All right, one more. Good. All right, so for these exercises, choose your own pace. We're active for 40 seconds, resting for 20. We got 3 sets, but guess what? It's okay. We got 4 exercises, and I believe in you. So I want you to use this first set. What weight works the best for you? Maybe it's no weight, maybe it's a lighter weight, maybe it's a heavier one. So use this round to get to know your body and how you're feeling today. So our first one is a pulsing sumo. So I'm not gonna go too heavy on this one. I'm gonna grab my 10s. Sydney's gonna grab 8s. Perfect. All right, so in that seated position, very important to make sure you're up tall and that you're tightening that tummy and that your bum is away from the back of the seat, okay? On this one, you choose the range of motion and how high you lift. So Sydney's gonna have her weights towards her knees. A little bit lower intensity option, she can pull them more towards her hips, okay? She's gonna lift one knee, not both, just one. Extend that leg out 2 times. She's gonna bring it back and then do it again and then put that leg back down and then she's gonna be switching sides. So high knee, pulse, leg, perfect, and then back down. Awesome. In your standing position, legs are gonna go wide, but toes forward, weights in the center. Push your bum back as if you're about to sit in a chair. We're gonna pulse 1, 2, and then stand up nice and tall, squeezing our bum nice and tight. Are you ready for this? 40 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So either that high knee extension pulse or you're in that standing sumo. So we always wanna focus on form over anything else. So maybe those weights need to come down and you wanna just do this one, just body weight to perfect that form. That is okay, and same goes for that seated option. Whew. We are halfway. Nice. Listen to your body. Make sure you breathe. We got 10 seconds. Nice work. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. We're gonna go into deadlifts next, so I'm gonna go a little bit heavier on this one. Both of our feet are gonna be hip width apart, toes pointing forward, weights in front of our hips. Sydney can straighten her legs out a little bit more if she wants to. And on this one, we're gonna make sure our full foot is on the floor, not just our heels. Perfect. So on this one, you can either have your legs a little bit wider, just like Sydney's doing, or if you want to, you can have your feet a little bit closer together. We're gonna run our weights along our legs or into the center, hinging through our hips, push into our heels, stand up and sit up. Give you a side view as we start. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hinge and push in those heels up nice and tall, squeeze your glutes nice and tight. So we want to be feeling this in the backs of our legs. So you choose the distance on how far you go down. Whether you want to stop at your knees and come back up or go down to your toes. Up to you. Nice. Good, keep pushing into those heels. Okay, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, finish this one off, and rest. Nice work. I want to go back to my medium weights here, so I'm gonna go back to my 10s. On this one, we're gonna go into a back lunge into a knee drive, okay? Hands are gonna stay at our side in that standing position. You can choose whichever leg. I'm gonna start with the left one, stepping back. I combined a bunch of words there, and I am so sorry. When we take that step back, I want it to be a nice giant step. The back heel is always off of the floor, driving the back knee down towards the floor, coming back up, shifting our weight forward, bringing the knee up towards our chest, and then that foot comes right back behind us and repeating. Again, if you need to switch your weights out, put them down, listen to your body, just here guiding you through it, okay? In that seated position, Sydney's gonna have her leg out straight, okay? Core is nice and strong. She's up nice and tall. She's going to lift her leg up all the way, however high she feels, and then she's gonna put it back down and then lift up into a high knee up towards her chest. We will be alternating sides on this one, okay? Let's do this. 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So step back and knee drive. And then extended legs, lift up and knee drive in that seated. Nice. Going at your own pace. We're not going too fast. We want to allow those muscles to activate to help strengthen them. You choose the distance on you go. Whether you're standing or seated, you choose. This is all about you today. Nice, we're more than halfway. Up nice and tall no matter where you are. We got 10 seconds left on this one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, oh, I actually need these weights. So I'm gonna head down to the floor. You can use a mat on this one if you would like to, or something a little bit more comfortable. I'm just opting to go right down to the ground today. So we're gonna be going into glute bridges, or if you're in that seated, we're going into glute squeezes. So we're working on our bums. So if you are in glute bridge, you can grab onto weights, place them on your hips, holding onto them so they don't roll on you. Heels are tucked in right to your bum, pushing your bum up to the ceiling and back down. So join when you're ready. In your seated position, you're squeezing those glutes as tight as you can. Hold it for about 2 seconds and then gently release. You can have your hands at your side to support on your chair if you want to. But no matter where you are, I want you to hold for about 2 seconds and then release. Good, breathing through it. Whew, feeling this already. 10 seconds to go. Sydney, how you doing over there? Yeah. She's feeling it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, gently take those weights off if you have them. Let's take this time to grab a quick drink, take a little bit of a break, reset. Whew. All right, so we're gonna repeat those all over again, okay? So we got our pulsing squat, we have our deadlift, we have our back lunge, and we got our glute bridge. Hydration, super important when you're exercising, because when you're sweating, it's all coming out of your body, so you gotta replace it. So super important to stay hydrated during your workout. Okay, so remember what I said in the beginning? Use that set as an assessment. How did you feel? Were your weights too much? Not enough? Maybe you did body weights and you want to add weight. Maybe you were doing standing and you want to do seated, or you were doing seated and you want to do standing. Assess, and let's move on to that second round. Amp it up a little bit, but listen to your body at the same time, okay? We're getting into that second set. Okay, so we're gonna start with that sumo pulsing. All right, so I'm gonna grab onto my 10s again, because that one felt good for me. You're gonna grab back onto your 8s, nice. All right, let's do this together. All right, so just a reminder, in that standing, legs can go wide, toes pointing forward, up nice and tall, weights in the center, adding that 2 pulse before you stand back up. And in that seated, you're gonna add that knee drive up, or high knee, however you would like to call it, and then add that 2 leg extension and then switch over to the other side. All right, let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pulse, and up, squeeze, good. So again, we don't wanna rush through these ones, taking your time. Breathe. Nice job. Feeling good. Legs are strengthening. You choose the distance, how high you lift your knee up, or how low you go into that squat. We are more than halfway. It's starting to burn already. Whew. But it's a good thing. If anything hurts, I want you to pause. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful work. All right. Switching over, going a little bit heavier here, grabbing my 12s. We're going into deadlift. Feet are hip width, toes pointing forward, both hinging through our hips. In that seated position, you can have legs extended. You can actually have them bent too as well. Lots of options. 3, 2, 1, let's go. As long as you're hinging through your hips, keeping your back straight. So I'll give you a side profile here. So shoulders are squeezed together, the tops of your shoulders are down, hinging at your hips, and then up nice and tall. Stay in control of that breath. Nice. We are halfway through this one. Nice work. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah. This one's a good one. I have a lot of favorite exercises. This is a pretty good one here. We got less than 10. Ooh, way less than that. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, we're going into our back lunge, into that knee drive. So in that seated position, legs are gonna be straight, lifting up, and then high knee. Whew, catch your breath. Take a moment. Whew, not too long of a moment though. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alternate sides. Nice. Stay up nice and tall. Core is nice and strong. Whew. Definitely feeling this one. Come on, you're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're coming near the end of this second round. We got our glute bridge or the glute squeeze, and then we'll get an extended break. I promise. I promise, promise. All right. Weights on your hips, hold on to them. And that seated up nice and tall, squeeze your bum nice and tight. Ready for this? 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squeeze, hold for 2, and then release. Inhale and exhale. So we always want to exhale when we're exerting energy. So as soon as we squeeze, we exhale and inhale as we release. Nice work. Beautiful job. Whew, we're getting there. Less than 10 here. Come on, right into the end. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, place those weights gently off of your hips and take another drink if you need it. Take a moment, reset your space if you're like me and you like to do those things. I like to, have a nice reset after each set, kind of keep things organized. So that was kind of an assessment set too, right? So as you're fatiguing, as your muscles are getting stronger, you might need to up them or you might need to lower your weights. So change them out, take this time to change out. I'm gonna say the same for now. You thinking the same? All right, perfect. Okay, so this means last round, okay? So we're gonna give it 110% on this one, but that doesn't mean we're gonna go fast. That just means we're gonna get as many repetitions in as we can within those 40 seconds. But again, we're not going fast because we don't want to compromise our form. That is super important when it comes to strengthening, especially with weights. Okay, I believe in you. I believe in you. We all believe in each other. So let's get this last set done and over with, and then we can get to my favorite part, which is stretching. Okay? So we're getting back into that pulsing sumo. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my good old 10s here. All right, so we got 40, 20. Last round. 3, 2, 1. Let's get this going. Pulse it out. If you need to change your depth or your height on those legs, feel free. Core strong, up tall. Nice. Don't forget to breathe. I find sometimes when I'm strengthening, I forget to breathe. So it's super important because you're so focused, right, on the exercise and your form. You're like, wait a second, I have to breathe. So always inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Wow, time's flying by. We got way less than 10 seconds. Come on, Sydney, we got this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Whew. All right, we're going into our deadlifts. Grab those weights. If you need a moment, sometimes I find holding on those weights, hands kind of get a little sore. So if you need a moment to kind of give your hands a break, you're allowed to take those moments. Psych yourself up, okay? Deadlifts. Feet hip width, toes pointing forward. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hinge, and up nice and tall, squeeze your bum. Hinge, good. So whether you're in that standing or that seated, knees are soft. And if you're in that seated, again, you can have those legs straight out if you want to, or you can keep them bent. Still working the backs of your legs. Good. You choose the distance. Good. Focus on that form. Coming right near the end, 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, that means we're officially halfway through these ones. Grabbing back onto my 10s. We're going into the back lunge with that knee drive. Big breath in and exhale. We got this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step back and knee drive, or extend, lift, and knee drive. Nice. Remember, in that back lunge, I'll give you a side profile here. That heel's got to be up. Up nice and tall. Good. I almost forgot what leg I just did for a second. Don't forget to alternate. Good job. We are almost there. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Guess what? We're on our last exercise. Yes! All right, glute bridge or those glute squeezes. No weights or weights. Up to you. All right, heels tucked in. Hold on to those weights so they don't roll onto you. 40 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last exercise here. Remember to exhale as you push up. Nice. Doing a great job. We're almost there. Whew. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Yay! You did it. Place those weights gently on the ground. Don't just toss them. Woo! Take a moment. Reset your space if you want to. You don't have to on this one. Whew! And come back up into standing. Awesome. Round of applause. You did it. Awesome. So let's make sure we stretch out those muscles, because now we just worked them super hard. So I hope you had fun with this one. Let's stretch it out. Quads are going to be first. So in that standing position, we're going to grab onto the top of our foot, or if you'd like to, you can actually grab onto the heel, bending our knee. And in that seated position, you're going to place the left side. We're going to do both anyway. Foot underneath the chair, knee driving down to the floor, and leaning back. Oh, this is your time to catch your breath. Let those muscles stretch out. You did a wonderful job. So I want to keep record of what weights you use, because I want you to do this workout over and over and then see those progressions as you get stronger. Good, gently release. Let's go over to the other side. So I like to keep a little bit of a log book on, okay, on squats today, I did this weight, right? And then you can see your progress over time, which I think is a wonderful thing. You can have a goal. Maybe you do this video every other week. Maybe you do it more often. And you can set yourself a goal. By this month, I want to be able to lift this amount of weight in this exercise, right? Nice work. And gently release. All right, we're both gonna kick our left foot forward, toes pointing up to the ceiling, hinging through our hips, hands go on our non-stretching side. You can also reach for your toes if you want to. So super important, now that you really worked hard, I want you to make sure you hydrate, okay? Have plenty of water afterwards. Good, gently release, let's switch sides. But I don't want you to drink it all at once because you might get a sore tummy. So drink it over time to rehydrate, replenish that sweat that just came out from your body. Sydney, how do you feel on that one?
Felt really good. I feel nice and stretched out.
There you go. Good, and gently release. All right, we're gonna go into figure 4. So I'm gonna place my left ankle on my right knee, and then I'm going to push my bum back, bending my right leg. If you need to hold onto a wall or a chair or something to help you with balance, you can. And Sydney's gonna follow right along in her seated, right? So left ankle on that right knee, and if she wants to, she can actually hinge forward a little bit, gently pushing on her knee. So on this one, I need to focus on balance. So I like to put my hands at my chest and kind of like that prayer position. And just focus on that muscle stretching out. Good job. Good, let's gently release and go over to the other side. So you might notice a little bit of a difference in balance when you switch, or maybe a little bit more of a tightness on one side. And that's okay, that's all right. Focus on that breath. Good, gently release, awesome job. All right, we're gonna go into our last one here. I'm gonna go legs nice and wide, bend one side, straighten the other, stretching on the inside of my thigh. Sydney, you can choose both legs on this one or single. Her legs will go wide and she'll gently push on the inside of her knee, and she can add a little bit of a hinge to her hips as well to get a deeper stretch on the inside of the thigh there. Good. Oh, I like that. Alternate sides. That was good. Nice. You can do pretty much whatever you want. You want to alternate sides. Good. And let's switch. You can do single side, both. Beautiful. So your heart rate should be coming down. Breathing is coming back to what your pattern is. Good. Let's gently release. All right, let's take 2 big breaths together. Inhale, hands up. And exhale. 1 more out together. Inhale. And exhale. I'm gonna give you a big round of applause on that one for completing your leg day. Thank you so much for joining Sydney and I. We had a blast. We hope you had a blast. And we'll catch you next time. See you later.
Ability Center's Leg Day.